Okay, I don't want to jinx this, but I think we're done with all the snow. I mean, there's a bunch of snow outside, but it's not coming down. So that's a good thing, right? Okay, so my low, my high, my act of kindness. And you know what, honestly, this is like my low is actually something that happened at the last minute. And I do mean like the last minute. See, with the pandemic and everything going on, and I've explained this before, my brother and his wife don't really, they're very choosy about who they want around when we celebrate, when we have like, when we get together and do stuff like that. And like and this is something, here's the thing, it's not like I wasn't invited or anything, it's just, it was like at the last minute, I wasn't prepared, and plus if I did go through with this, I would have gone to bed even later than what I did last night. Because my father's birthday is actually tomorrow, but my brother and his wife wanted to celebrate it last night. I mean, I actually have to still get my father a birthday card at the time of this recording. Don't tell him, please. So I really couldn't, I mean, I did hang with my folks for a little bit, but I kind of wish I was with them a little longer. But, you know, I did get to see my mom, which is part of my high. And plus, now that I was actually here in my apartment, I didn't have to worry about it being incredibly late when I got home seeing my parents, because I could actually watch The Masked Singer. Masked Dancer. The Masked Dancer. What am I doing? Yeah, see, on Wednesday nights, I'm watching The Masked Dancer with my parents at their place. If I visit them, that is. And I stay until like 9 o'clock, but I live almost a half hour away. So it's like 9:30. It's almost 11 o'clock by the time I actually get home. I mean, I procrastinate and stuff, which I shouldn't. So there you go right there. My act of kindness, though, was when I did go visit my folks, I shoveled their driveway as well as brought their garbage cans in, because yesterday was garbage day. So, not a great day, but a good day. I'm not going to live with that. Good morning, happy Thursday, everyone. Today should be a better day, because I will be able to see my folks today. Yes, that's gonna be awesome. Actually, let me look up something up for one quick minute. I just thought of something. Hold on. If I can find it, that is. Oh, no. I actually, okay, I can say what it is. See, it's been a while since I did the Mom Food Chronicle on my mom's meatloaf. And I say this because that's what my mom wants to make tonight for dinner. So, I'm having some meatloaf tonight. Yes. Love me some meatloaf, man. Meatloaf is awesome. Seriously, like, I know meatloaf is essentially an amalgamation of like meat, breadcrumbs, herbs, spices, and an egg. But it's so good. And my mom uses that same logic when she makes her meatballs, too. I love her meatballs. Seriously, my mom's meat, I could eat like 100 of my mom's meatloaves. I love them so much. I mean, not in one setting, though. I could not do that in one setting. I could probably eat 100 of my mother's meatballs in one setting, though. But that's about as far as I go. Actually, I'll give myself 75. 75 of my mom's meatballs. Maybe if I was really hungry, I'd go for the whole 100, but no. I'm not, I mean, I love my mom's cooking, but, you know, I have limits, you know. So yeah, I'm getting myself some meatloaf tonight. It's gonna be awesome. I love my mom's meatloaf. I mean, the best part of her meatloaf is the glaze, because the glaze she puts on is a mixture of like ketchup, brown sugar, and tarragon. It's amazing. I actually used tarragon when I made those pickled carrots the other day, which I still have 2 full jars of them. And I may or may not have been, pickling other things as well. And by that I mean I totally have. I just forgot to do the picture yesterday because I was running out of time. Maybe after I'm done with you, I'll do it. Right. So, well, it's Thursday. So we have a new episode of Hot Ones, which is going to be Dustin Poirier, who just recently fought and beat Conor McGregor. Now, based on what I gather, this episode of Hot Ones was recorded before the fight. So, again, I said this yesterday too. Sean's probably going to ask him, like, who do you think is going to win, you know? Are you going to win, or is Conor going to win? So, that's probably going to be a question. I'm sure, another question's going to be, how has the fighting scene changed from when you began to where you are now? That's probably going to be another one. How have you been able to handle yourself during the time of the pandemic? That'll be another question. Again, this is just pure speculation, so I can't really, I can only just guess what questions you're going to ask. But I know one thing that happened last night was that we got to see The Masked Dancer, which was amazing. Top 5 is what they're on now. It was the zebra, the cotton candy, the tulip, the exotic bird, and I can't believe I forgot the other one. The sloth. Thank you, the sloth. And it's so... I mean, there was a lot of really, really great performances, obviously. I mean, one thing about this show I really like, and that's something I probably could have mentioned earlier, is I really like the music that they're using to dance with. And it's had such great ranges, too. I mean, Tulip did My Boyfriend's Back, so you gotta... I forgot the words. Hey now, my boyfriend's back. That song. So, that was great. But, honestly, I would think my favorite song that I heard, that My Boyfriend's Back was really good. And Opposites Attract by Exotic Bird, that was great too. I'll get to that in a minute. But, I gotta say, when you hear Swan Lake by Tchaikovsky, I mean... that's about as old school as it gets, man. Seriously, I have friends who are dancers. In fact, I have a friend who runs a dance company in New York City. And they'll tell you, Swan Lake is probably one of the most OG, classic, ballerina-type music songs you could ever dance to. But the way it's just so calm and atmospheric, and some of those melodies are soothing. I really like that. I really wish, I get why we don't really have that sort of music anymore, simply because in this day and age, we want something a little bit more, upbeat, more energetic, more fun. And not to say that Swan Lake isn't fun, but what was fun for people around Tchaikovsky's time may or may not be considered fun now. But I can tell you this, I really like it. Needless to say, it's between Tulip and Cotton Candy for me, for who's probably going to win. Although, the sloth is doing really good. And while the zebra isn't a very graceful dancer, he's definitely having a lot of heart and fun. And honestly, on a show called The Masked Dancer, fun is practically the name of the game. I I would never really complain if I was a zebra. That's why I always want to be on one of these shows. Just because it'd be fun, like, sort of messing with people as to who I am underneath the mask, you know. But let's get into who wound up being unmasked last night, and that was the exotic bird. Now, I said the exotic bird danced to Opposites Attract by Paula Abdul. Funny thing, when the exotic bird was unmasked, the person's like, Paula's going to know who I am. And it wound up being Jordan Sparks, the youngest person to ever win American Idol, back when Paula Abdul was one of the judges. So, needless to say, when Paula says she knows someone, she really does know someone. In this case, she could tell who Jordan Sparks was almost immediately. But I guess that's why a lot of people are gravitating towards, like, Paula Abdul when she judges a show. She just, don't get me wrong, she has her criticisms as well. But she just has, like, sort of, motherly type, like, persona about her, which is super nice. Can Paula be my mom, please? No, I can. I love my mom. I really do love my mom. I just raved about her meatloaf earlier. Okay, so I actually do have one really funny story. You're going to find it funny, don't worry, about Jordan Sparks. Because the first time I ever seen her was shortly after she won American Idol. And fun fact, her grandfather actually played in the NFL, and I saw Jordan Sparks first perform while singing the national anthem at an NFL game. I forget what game it was, but I know she did it. And I'm sure she's probably done multiple national anthems since. It's Jordan Sparks, and she's won American Idol. I'm pretty sure she's doing fine. I'm just guessing. But here's the thing. I once said that my favorite Alicia Keys song is No One. And I actually first heard it coming back from something wrestling related from Susquehanna Valley. I had to get certified for that season. And I was listening to the song No One, and I had heard, I don't know how I heard it wrong, but I had heard that No One was sung and performed by Jordan Sparks. I was very far off about that one. Holy cow. I'll be honest, I can't think of any original song I've ever heard Jordan Sparks sing. Oops. But if nothing else, I have heard her sing before. I just mentioned that I heard her sing the national anthem a while back, and I remember it being a good performance, so there's that. But if nothing else, Jordan Sparks proved that she has a huge range in terms of entertaining. Not just for singing, but obviously for dancing too. She made it to the top 5 on The Masked Dancer. That is already an accomplishment in itself. And it's not like she didn't receive any shortage of praise after she got unmasked. Everyone was saying that she was great. I thought she was great too. So, in the end, it was a really great, episode, really great unmasking. I love that, seriously, if there's one major highlight of this show for me, I gotta give props to the host, Greg Robinson. Don't get me wrong, when Nick Cannon is hosting The Masked Singer, he's having some fun. He's being entertaining. He has that warm, genuine, personality. Craig Robinson on The Masked Dancer, though, he is having the time of his life hosting that show. And I wouldn't blame him. I'd be having fun like him, too. I love when they're doing the whole take it off thing. Take it off. Take it off. He is having a fun time doing that, man. That's awesome. So, yeah, all in all, this was a really great episode of The Masked Dancer last night. And I think it was a great way to kick off the latter half of this week. I really think it was a great way to kick off the latter half of this week. And, you know, we have a whole slew of things going on today, tomorrow, and this whole weekend has a whole slew. We have the Super Bowl this weekend. Holy cow, I gotta pick up my Super Bowl pack. But, you know, we have Hot Ones today. Totally Not Mark is gonna have another JoJo's video. You know, Friday we have the weekend. That's when we're going to be celebrating my dad's birthday because his birthday is going to be on the 5th. I'm going to be with him the entire weekend. We're going to the Super Bowl. It's going to be a great weekend. And I want it to be Saturday now. I want it to be the weekend now, please. But good things come to those who wait. Like, favorite, share, hit the subscribe button, follow me on social platforms, turn notifications on YouTube. I'm very humbled to make this video for all you guys who are watching today. Hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. And remember, if you guys want to talk on channel, it's going to be here to lend an ear. And I'll always have your back. Take care and make good choices. Have a nice day.